What's up, everybody? It's your charmingly provocative, politically incorrect, cultured, charismatic, and amicably gracious host, Mitchell. Most of you recognize me from the hookup culture community, and today I wanted to talk about the differences between dating and self-development. There really are none. Any relationship, anybody that you're vaguely acquainted with, pretty much anyone passing you up and down the street, you have some sort of relationship with them, even if it's to the extent of a head nod. There's always some sort of relationship that you're going to have with somebody, even if it's fleeting, or if you're just dating, or if you intend on committing to this person and making them your life partner. It's all the same, and there's no difference between dating and self-development. It's accountability. When you meet somebody, even people I keep getting sidetracked because there's so many little examples of this. Even people you're driving across, like people coming from opposing traffic towards you, you hold them to some level of accountability in that relationship. You're another driver, they're another driver to you. I'm holding you accountable that you're not going to swerve into my lane and total both of us. So not only is it the premise for like any other relationship, it's the premise for this project too that I'm doing myself with Hookup Culture Community. It's a way to hold myself accountable. And in return, hopefully, you guys can hold me accountable as well, and I'll hold you accountable. So everyone's in this together, really. It's a nice little boat there. We're currently in Brickell. Anytime somebody thinks of Miami, they're really thinking of Brickell, which is like downtown, as opposed to palm trees and replacing the Manhattan skyscrapers. So dating is self-development. When anytime you meet somebody, you're holding them accountable to them being the best versions of themselves. And at some rate, it's why a lot of friendships fall out. Any sort of relationship, because one person is ahead of the other. Not necessarily like where they are with their life and making certain moves that to the average person might seem like they're making more strides than the other person. I'm just talking about, what's that thing you said you were going to do? Or what about, a lot of people, like, you don't take out the trash, just simple little mundane things that can stack up over time that can basically terminate any relationship. So it has a lot to do with embodying yourself, having a vision for where you would like to be for your own life, as well as stepping up to the kind of person that the person you would like to attract is attracted to. What do they look like? What do they do? Where do they like to hang out? What kind of foods do they like? Are they a little more bubbly? Are they a little more disciplinary and reserved? All of these things, the picture starts to get clearer and clearer, especially in a place like this, like full of vanity and suntan oil. Like, if you just be authentically yourself and refine that and focus on becoming the best version of yourself with it, all the fakeness, all the posturing, all that other bullshit really is just going to be set aside. Everything's going to clear a path for you. And if you approach every relationship in your life, every encounter in the same exact way, I'm a pretty thorough believer in it actually helping you accelerate your lifestyle and helping you actually reach your goals too. And if you're looking for it, meaning the kind of person that you would like to attract. Yeah, in conclusion, dating is self-development. Like, for the longest time, I would see two different markets when I was exploring the dating coach community. You would see this brainier, kind of left-brained, aspect of it that would focus more on self-development, which is good. Then you would see this was like back in the way early 2000s, so it's kind of evolved since then. You still see it, but then you see, the dating, the raw, the guy with the freaking parrot on his shoulder, the one-liner guy. A lot of these things go hand in hand too, and a lot of it is just operating under the expectation that it will fall in place for you. When you live a social life of abundance, you don't really preoccupy yourself with wanting to meet women. because then it's already, you're coming from a place of lacking. You're like, I want to meet women, or for instance. It's a lot easier, at least for me now. Like, some dudes are able to do that, and it used to be called sarging, like basically when you just like march up and just like go women to women, in any social, any public occasion. When in reality, it's a lot easier to just practice having a social life of abundance when you're meeting people. You're not necessarily just meeting women, and anybody who spends all their time, going out to meet women here and there, like, you're gonna get asked out, which is why I had to focus on my passionate outlets and somehow incorporate them into my dating coach project, really, with the hookup culture community itself. Esse cara era brasileiro aí. This guy he was speaking Portuguese too. There's just everybody here. A mix of cultures, a mix of different people. I have no qualms in finding the right kind of person that I like to attract into my life. For whatever reason, as of right now, I'm just playing the field. I'm not delegating myself to being single with the pursuit of this blog. Really, I'm just putting myself out there, and whatever happens, happens. But I'm a very firm believer in being able to attract whatever it is that you want in your life, especially in a place like this. Like I keep on saying, like, you have so much room to be authentically yourself, so much room, and so many people are so busy trying to impress motherfuckers that they don't even like. Like, you're gonna be miles ahead of them in that aspect of it. So if you received any value from this, I'll try and be a little more focused. I'm a bit scattered with what I talk about, but hit the subscribe button. Subscribe if you enjoy what I'm talking about. If you have any additional comments on what I should talk about next, comment below. And yeah, subscribe. Subscribe, dude. Subscribe. More really awesome shit coming up. Thank you.